Hey everyone, Annette Dion here. Today is Thursday. It is March, I have to look, it's March 13th. Welcome. This is Off the Ledge, and for Off the Ledge, what I do is I bring us from feeling completely chaotic to feeling grounded. It's a noble effort. Thank you for being here. Please hit the thumbs up and please subscribe if you haven't already. Much appreciate. Let's get into it initially with an astrological forecast for the day from Kathy Beale. I'm recording this a little on the late side, so I apologize if you were looking for me this morning, but better late than never. Here's Kathy Beale. EmpowermentUnlimited.net is where you go if you want to get a reading.
This is Kathy Beale of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro Insight for March 13th, 2025. We are in the build-up to the Virgo full moon lunar eclipse, and this is a day when anything could happen. Watch for opportunities, watch for windows, watch for doorways, watch for insight, watch for epiphanies, watch for ways that you could be liberated from situations that you're in the middle of, and this includes picking up the weight of the world and everybody else's stuff. The eclipse will actually kick in just before midnight on the west coast of the U.S. It's effectively here no matter where you are on the planet. That's all for now.
Is that today? Hang on, I want to make sure that I have the right day. Bear with me, because I thought that I think I just played you the wrong one.
This is Kathy Beale of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro Insight for March 13th, 2025. We are in the build-up to the Virgo full moon lunar eclipse, and this is a day when anything could happen.
Okay, so that was correct. It's just, I just got a little bit thrown off because I thought that the full moon hit tomorrow. Bear with me. I'm not questioning her. I'm just wondering. Okay, so it hits at 2:55 a.m. So that would be the wee hours of the morning tomorrow. Cleared that up. Okay, I want to tell you what I'm picking up on today. It's the cat's out of the bag, so to speak, as the saying goes, which I don't know what it means, but you've heard it before. In terms of what is going on, I mean, I know that a Russian ship captain was arrested. I have to read more into the story. It's not in the mainstream media news for probably obvious reasons, but it collided with a Navy ship that was transporting fuel. And what I'm seeing is, and I want to add to that I mentioned yesterday that I have this vision of Putin with a huge megaphone like over the White House, right? And that all what he was saying, destroy America, permeating all the corners of the White House with that energy. Today I felt it scrambled. Today I felt that message of destroy America getting scrambled, almost like a code getting, like a computer code getting scrambled or something. The message has been intercepted in some way. And even though Off the Ledge is not a psychic, I'm not doing readings, I just want to tell you that I got those couple of insights, that there is intervention happening, there is interference running, and it's from EU and it's from NATO. If Trump says nothing about the fact that Russia attacked one of our ships, that's exceedingly revealing. And I'm catching wind of news here and there that NATO is in contact with the White House. So I just want to throw those little tidbits out there in terms of there's a bunch of stuff going on that is building up. Now, I want also for you to recognize that not only in the collective, but personally, these full moons, these huge astrological events shake things up. And, you might as well go willingly. Or you're gonna be, or the rug potentially could be ripped out from under us, right? I mean, just personally. So we might as well go willingly. We might as well follow the energy of what needs to go, what needs to stay, what needs to be expounded upon and expanded in our own life, what is no longer useful to us. All that energy is going on right now. Kathy confirmed it in that astrology for today. Let's read from Ernest Holmes. Thank you for joining me for these videos every day. Please be sure and share. I'd like to at least break 1,000 views. You all know I have trouble with YouTube giving me any visibility. Today is March 13th, and the theme is forgiveness. From, once again, this isn't a Christian channel, but Ernest Holmes does draw out lines from the Bible, and it says, "When ye stand praying, forgive, if ye have aught against any, that your Father also which is in heaven may forgive you your trespasses." So what I always like to say about forgiveness is, if it's too hard to forgive, to just go to neutral. Have your energy go to neutral, and just acceptance for things being the way that they are. It's a little bit easier if it's too hard to forgive. It is only when we have completely forgiven others that we can get a clearance in our own minds. For we are judged by the judgment with which we judge. If we criticize, condemn, and censor, these are the attitudes that occupy our thinking. They will not only reflect themselves outwardly, they will also reflect themselves inwardly. They must, for the without is but an extension of the within, and the within is a determiner of that extension. If we want a complete clearance of our attitudes, we must forgive everything and everyone. Whether we like it or not, or whether we accept it or not, this is one of the great truths of life. Not only should we forgive others, but we should equally forgive ourselves. Until we release all of our own previous mistakes and failures, pain and suffering, we shall merely be monotonously repeating them today. A great deal of our trouble, both mental and physical, is built on an unconscious sense of rejection and guilt. A great deal of our trouble, both mental and physical, is built on an unconscious sense of rejection and guilt. It is necessary that each of us seek complete forgiveness toward both ourselves and others. So I want to also mention, because the theme is forgiveness here, at Church of Spirituality we have a little chant, and I'm not going to sing it to you because I want you to go, and if you haven't already watched Church of Spirituality, to go and watch it, because there's a lot of really great, useful spiritual information there. So check that out. Let's pull some Osho cards. I sense that the time that we're in is unlike, energetically, unlike any time we've ever experienced ever. So keep that in mind. Things are not going to be, you won't even perceive things. They're not going to be the same as they always were. And our perception of things is not going to be the same as it always maybe was. Keep that in mind. A bigger, better version of everything is available. And there are definitely breakthrough things happening that if we keep our eyes open and our ears to the ground, kind of, we'll see and sense the big shifts that are happening for the good. Americans are rising up. Americans are furious at this illegitimate administration. So that's going to lead to some movement. Tomorrow in Washington, D.C., there's a huge rally of veterans against all what's going on. Good for them. Against all what's going on. Yeah, like just cutting all benefits to our own veterans. Yeah, we'll do a reading on that tomorrow night. And with so much going on, there's a possibility that I'll do a video and upload it. Just kind of a psychic check-in. Okay, so what we have for today is we go from laziness to standing for what's right, like not letting little children starve willfully so that billionaires can get more tax cuts, like that. So we move from laziness into doing what's morally right, leading to the transformation. That is very, very clear. From laziness to morality being the thing that supersedes everything in terms of what we're willing to do and not do. We're more willing to do now that we see the damage. And the transformation happens as a result. So things that have been just sort of latent and, you know, just kind of hanging out within us, personally and collectively, are going from us just dealing, just living with it, to, wait a minute, this is not okay, and a transformation happens. So pay attention to the personal too. It's kind of becoming more and more evident that what's going on with us is going on with the collective too, and vice versa. I have heard Tim Walz speak out. He was being interviewed by Chris Hayes, I believe. There are some mainstream media networks, as much as we know that they've kind of kissed the feet of the, you know, the loser. There are some mainstream media networks that have snippets of truth and good reporting still out there. So you kind of have to look for them. And I know, it's the United States of America. I can't believe I'm even saying this. Most of the real news you'll get from, people are telling me Sky is a place to go. Maybe PBS, but don't quote me on that, because, you know, the corruption is everywhere. We're going to make it through this. We're going to make it through this, and we're going to be winning through this. But one of the things that's happening that we have to pay attention to is it's going to be uncomfortable. Because when we're forced, like the laziness, you know, to the morality, to the transformation cards, sorry about the noise, say that change is definitely in effect and definitely happening. Whether we like it or not, it is. So we might as well be intermingled with the activity that supports change for the positive happening. We don't know what we are capable of until we get up and do it. It's a really, really strong message coming through today. How do we know? How can we test the limits of what we can do until we're forced to act? And then only then, when we engage the energy, only then can we see miracles happen. And pay attention, look around, look for the miracles in the United States that are occurring. Look for the miracles, put a lot of attention on those that are fighting back. This is the time of the revolution. And I don't mean a violent revolution. This is an energetic, participatory revolution. And get in on start making plans to go to a protest if you can. If you're in Washington, D.C., make sure you attend the protest with all those veterans. Jessica Denson is kind of headlining that. All right. Thank you so much for all your support. We're in this together, and we will make it through, and democracy will emerge stronger than ever. Namaste. Have a good day.